Hey, what's going on? It's Peter here, and today I want to talk about the goodwill that people still have. And I was able to experience this past weekend when I went to the mountains with a bunch of my friends and my girlfriend. We went to Banff National Park in the Rocky Mountains of Alberta, and on Saturday, me and a group of friends we went to Lake Louise and we did some snowboarding. And it was a great time, had a ton of fun, did a half day, and I was able to actually challenge myself as well and go on some of the jumps. It was granted for like little kids, it was like the smaller park, but hey, I'm brand new to it. I was scared, so I went on that and I was able to do a few jumps, which was super cool. Hit up a rail, which was fun. And overall, it was a great day, great experience. And then when we got home, we were making plans for the evening, and we were decided to go out for dinner and then go hit up this party that a friend was DJing. So as we were doing that, I was transferring my phone and my wallet from my snowboard gear to my, civilian gear, normal gear. But then I realized my wallet was gone. I was like, ugh, my wallet was in my snowboard jacket. I used it once to pay for my ski lift ticket, but I didn't use it any time after that. But I do remember kind of going through my pockets to find a tool that I needed to fix my bindings on my snowboard. So I think I might have just not zipped up that zipper where my wallet was when I was doing that search. So I realized I lost my wallet. We checked the car, we checked my other stuff. It wasn't there. And I was fine with it, right? Like, it's just a wallet. Everything's replaceable. It's all good. The only thing that I was worried about is not going to that party because I was, afraid that they're going to check IDs. And I didn't have my ID. So that was a bummer. But anyways, I kept my hopes up. I kept my spirits up. And funny thing was, we went to that dinner and then we met up with our friend who DJ'd that party. And we walked over to that venue. And we were walking through the alleyway of the venue. And we noticed that someone walked out through the back door. And they were going for a smoke or something. So my buddy who was DJing just kind of peeked his head through the back door and waved us in. So we got in through the back door. We didn't have to go through ID checks or security or anything like that. So super grateful for our friend for doing that. And ended up having a great time. I didn't have my ID. So the thing was, the next morning I called the ski hill and I asked if they had a lost and found. And of course they did. And I asked if they found a wallet. And the lady on the other side said, possibly. So that was cool. And then I told her my name. She came back and she asked me to confirm what the address was on the ID. And I told her my address. And lo and behold, someone had found my wallet and they returned it to Lost and Found. I'm so grateful for that person. I'm sending that person lots of positive energy and thankfulness right now. It saved me from having to cancel all my credit cards and get a new ID and try and remember what's even in my wallet. I think a Costco card's in there. So yeah, it just gave me like a new appreciation for people, right? There are still people out there who do good things, I had like $20 in the wallet. No one took it. Like, everything was still there when I went and picked it up. So that was super nice. And I just realized that, yeah, it's like whether it's good karma on my end or someone else maybe lost their wallet before and they found my wallet, so they wanted to pay it forward. Whatever the case may be, they're just good people still, which is awesome. Now, the funny side to that story is once I got home, I unpacked, and then yesterday was the first time I needed to go use my car. I was getting a massage. As I was walking to my car, I got to the door and I realized my door handle was missing. So the lock was also like banged up. You can tell someone stuck a screwdriver in there and tried to open the door. They like ripped apart my door handle, so that's gone. And yeah, it's like, you know, it was like one good thing happened to me. Someone was able to return my wallet to Lost and Found, which I was super grateful for. And then when I got home, I came back to a car with a broken handle or no handle and a lock that's now broken. So now I have to spend like $375 to get that replaced. So yeah, so it's, you know, there's still crappy people out there, right? There's still people who do shitty things and who like to damage people's properties and whatnot. So yeah, it's just funny, you know, like this world we live in, there's both people on either end of the spectrums. And for me, what I realized was to not be reactive and not emotionally kind of feel the highs and the lows of the situation. So I noticed that when I lost my wallet, I was like, oh, okay, I lost my wallet. Like, that's just it. It's all good, right? People lose stuff all the time. Tons of people lose their wallets. I feel like it's probably the first time I've lost my wallet ever, right? I've been on this planet for 35 years. So for me, just noticing that I didn't get super sad or depressed about it, and I realized that things can get replaced, and that's fine. It's going to be, yes, a little bit inconvenient, but that's okay. So that happened with the wallet. And then also when I found out that my car was, you know, attempted to be broken into when someone damaged my handle and my lock, and now I have to get into my car through my passenger side, which is pretty fun. Same thing, right? I was, oh, cool. You know, someone decided to break my shit, and that's okay, right? That's just life. And again, I didn't get super sad or upset about it. I just took it as like a tax for having a vehicle, like a driving tax. Same thing when I get a speeding ticket, right? When I know I got a speeding ticket, I see that flash behind me. I'm like, oh, damn, you know, yeah, I got caught speeding. Those are the rules. I know the rules. I'm fully responsible for taking the action that I took. And now I'm going to get a ticket in the mail. So I just lump it into like a tax, right? We get taxed on everything. So might as well have a driving tax. So yeah, I think few lessons is just to not let the circumstances dictate my state of being. I know I mentioned that in a previous video, but actually it's my state of being that impacts my circumstances. And there's also something to learn with everything, right? There's always some way to respond or not respond, or react or not react. And I feel like understanding how I'm able to control my emotions and regulate my emotions when certain things happen to me, labeled good or bad, I'm able to just be more in control of what happens and not spiral down a negative thought loop, or, you know, just be in this negative, you know, victim mentality of why are things happening to me in that sense. So yeah, that's a few things I want to share from this weekend. And just, yeah, it's been interesting to watch myself and how I react to things, and just realize that nothing is inherently good or bad. It just is, and that's okay. All right, that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.